Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks, Pam, for the introduction. It was a great introduction from you. And let's carry on with our Monday Mission Possible training. So today we are going to talk about, I'm going to talk about effective sharing. So once you become a Shakti distributor or a Shakti leader, definitely there are things that you have to do to ensure that your business grows and all those things. So one of the fundamentals in the many things that you will have to do is effective sharing. Because why you need to do effective sharing is because it will actually show the people the seriousness that you have in building the business, or the seriousness in you wanting to help the person or would be leader who is going to come into your organization. And of course, when you give effective sharing, people will also have the confidence in you and our system. That's very, very important, because you all know that in Shakti Dynamic Family Global, we have got a very, very effective duplication system, a system that is very highly sought by a lot of people in the Shakti world, especially in Taiwan, in North America, like Canada, and even in the United States of America. Although there are many, many senior leaders there, presidential masters and all these people, they still want to look into our system. Because why? We have got a very effective and a very visionary leader. So ladies and gentlemen, effective sharing is actually very, very important in your business, in building your Shakti business. So what do we share? That's most important. So one of the most important thing that we should share is the opportunity, and let the product support the opportunity. You may be a little bit puzzled, or you may be a little bit surprised why this guy is talking about opportunity and not about product. Because we actually want to go and sell product to people, or we want to move product. So we must talk about product. Why we must talk about opportunity? You may think like that. If you are having this kind of thought, you are definitely not wrong, and you just let me help you to clear your mind. Because why? There are two aspects of our business. One is moving products, and then another thing is building business. And if you take the look at the Shakti marketing plan, you will realize that much of the income or bonus that you will get from is through helping other people to be leaders in your organization, or helping other people to also build the business together with you. So how do you help people to build business together with you? The first thing is that you must actually let them know that there is a thing called an opportunity. Because if you don't talk about opportunity, then people will only be thinking about product. Of course, we all know we in Shakti, we all know that we have got super duper products. Simply the number one product in the world we have, and the products will speak by itself when you start consuming. So when you just talk about product, people will just keep on consuming the product, and they will never share the product with others. Because why? They will be happy consuming the products. But if you introduce the opportunity together with the products, then they will know, oh, through these products, through moving these products, I can build a life. That means I can get income, and I can get other things, like I can go and have a new car without coming out from my own pocket, through building the business. And I also can travel the world free without actually saving a lot of money for 10, 20 years to travel and all those things. So they will take up the opportunity. And when they take up the opportunity, people will start building a big, big business. That's how the volume comes. And we all know that our business is volume based. So if you're moving 100,000, 200,000, or if your organization is moving 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million products, then of course your bonus is going to be 6-figure and above. So that's the reason why we say you must talk about opportunity followed by products. You must, of course, you must strike the balance. But there is also a catch here that you must understand. Let's say, for example, you go to a family, the person is very sick, and then he wants to know what products he can take to ensure that he gets well. So you don't talk to this person about opportunity lah. What you have to do is you must let him recover well, and in your follow-up trip, follow-up visits to him, maybe in a month or in 2 months or in 3 months or 4 months later, you can always talk to him about opportunity when he has fully recovered, when he feels good, and he knows that the products are working so well for him. You can talk to him about opportunity, because why? You can tell him earlier, earlier I didn't want to talk to you about the opportunity because why? You are not well, you were ill. So my first intention or my first focus was to make sure that you get well first. Once you're well, now actually I would like to share the opportunity with you, because why? Shaklee actually offers a very, very big opportunity. So ladies and gentlemen, you must always strike the balance, and you must be very, very situational. Situational in the sense that you must see in what kind of situation you are meeting the person, what are the initial needs of the person and all those things, like sick and all those things. Definitely you have to give them the products and let them get well. So that is the thing, ladies and gentlemen. So you have to make sure that you learn how to strike the balance. Of course, if you want to strike the balance, you must do a lot of this presentation, and then from there you will learn. Of course, how do you share the presentation? Always use the KISS method, KISS method. Keep your presentation short for impact. Don't talk a lot, because why? When we start talking a lot and when we start taking a lot of time in our presentation, normally people won't follow. They will lose their attention period will not be there, and then they will start thinking about other things, or they will not pay attention to what you are going to present. Let's say if you're doing an amazing discovery, if you're presenting to a person, probably about 10 to 20 minutes should be a very good presentation that you can do, with a short presentation that you can do for impact. Normally I do it like that, 10 or 20 minutes. If the person asks some questions, probably I will do it a little more. So that will be very powerful. That means the person attention can be and would be in your presentation. So that is very important. Don't do the amazing discovery for the first part for 40 or 45 minutes. So definitely the person's attention span will not be there. So that's very simple, and keep it simple for easy duplication. So in that sense, we have our amazing discovery. We have our amazing discovery. This has been designed by the mastermind team, with Master Keso putting in a lot of thoughts in this. And this is actually a very simple presentation, which you can actually do within 20 minutes. Normally, I take about that time only. Sometimes even I take less, because why? I will see what is the person needs first. If the person wants to know about the marketing plan or what the Shaklee is offer, normally I'll go to that area and first. If the person wants some other things, then I will probably go. Or if the person is willing to listen through the whole thing, then I will do a proper presentation for about 20 to 25 minutes. So use this one. If you don't have a copy of this, get a copy of this through Master Nofisa or through your leaders. So this will be very, very good for you. So in your presentation, don't use jargon. Jargon means don't use words that people won't understand. You don't need to show people that you are an expert in Bahasa, or you are an expert in English or whatever language you are presenting. People are not interested in that. People only interested in the facts that you want to share with them. So keep the facts as simple as possible, so that people can understand. And the most important thing is that what you teach to your leaders, or what you teach your leaders, they should be able to follow. If you teach them something that they cannot follow, then there is no system in it. So always keep it simple and avoid jargons, and also avoid too much details, especially the compensation plan. Normally, when I share the compensation plan, I will go to the second one. I'll show them the supervisor. Then I will show them this one. And then supervisor also, I won't show so much. Straight away, I'll show them the coordinator, our 50K project, this one. And then the next rank I will show them is master coordinator. I said, if you come here, you can earn this kind of money. If you go here, you will earn this kind of money. And then, of course, in that process, while you are sharing the compensation plan, you also talk about 50K project. People always would like to know how much they can earn from the business. And if you mindset them big, their thinking also will become big. You see, it's very important. New people who come into the business, they will virtually believe whatever you say. That's very important. If old guys like me, maybe may think cannot, maybe may think like that. But of course, I don't think like that. But new people, when you come, and if your sharing is effective, and when you say in 3 to 5 years time, through the 50K project, you can earn 50,000 and above ringgit, they will believe. And of course, you will show people. There are a lot of people in Shakti Dynamic family who are earning that kind of income, and there are lots of other people in Malaysia also earning that kind of income. So you can set their mind to a big thinking or quantum thinking. So this is very, very important. And of course, finding facts during presentation. Normally, this one, once you are going to a new place, I mean, you're going to see somebody, a new prospect, you have prospected, or your downline leader takes you to see somebody to do a presentation for him. Initially, your leaders may want to see how you do presentation so that they can follow. Normally, we do what we call as the on-the-job training. I also have gone through on-the-job training, and later I start doing my own presentations, and through many, many presentations, I developed the skill to do good presentation. So one of the earliest things that when you go into a family, you don't tell them, hey, I'm here, I want to share the amazing discovery with you. Are you ready to listen to the amazing discovery? This will make the people reject you. So being human, we always want to attract their attention. We also want to bring them to our side. We want to show that we care for them and this kind of things. So one of the first things that you can ask them is about their family. Ask them, are you married? Of course, you see children and all that. You can tell them, hey, how about your children? Any of your children in the universities? Or are they in college? Are they working? Questions like that you can ask them. So they will tell. So sometimes the prospect will tell you, oh, all my children are graduated from the university. One is a doctor, one is an engineer, and one is a lawyer, something like that. Then you congratulate the person. Wow, you are a great father. You have brought your children very well. So you see, your children are very successful, all doing all professional jobs. So you must be a very, very a kind of father that will really care for the children's growth, and then ensure that you create a good life for them. Then the person will feel good. You will feel good, and then he will come a little closer to you. And then, of course, you can also ask them about your occupation, what they do. And then sometimes occupations will also give you some clues. For example, whether they are happy at their workplace or whether they are unhappy at their workplace. Sometimes they will tell you, oh, too much stress. I'm just thinking, want to retire, or I want to just get out of this job. I cannot tolerate my boss. I cannot tolerate handling the people under me, this kind of things. So this is a clue for you that you can actually offer them the opportunity. Or sometimes they may say, I'm very happy with the job. It doesn't matter. You still can get some ideas, some feedback from them, how you want to handle them after that. And then, of course, apart from occupation, you can also ask about recreation, whether the person is actively involved. Asking about recreation is very good because why? Some of them may be already involved in some kind of part-time business to earn extra income, or some may even be involved in social organizations like NGOs and all those things, or some may be involved in sports arenas where they have a lot of friends and all that. So you know that these people have got a network. So when people have network, you know if you can bring the person in, you can tap their network and build a organization for them, or you can also, bring in a lot of good people into the business. So this kind of things you have to do, and finally you go to the message. So by the time you go through this three process, the person is already ready to listen to you. This is very important. If the person is not ready to listen to you and you bulldoze through, you just want to do the presentation itself, from the onset you meet the person, definitely that is going to be very challenging, and that is not going to be an effective presentation. Because why? You know the person will definitely, most of the time the person will reject what you say. Even if the person is pretending to listen, he may not be listening. So go through this process. So this one, the more you do, the more creative you will become, and the more versatile you will become, and then it will become so easy for you to do an effective presentation and bring in people into your organization. So what are the things you do when you're doing presentation? Most important thing, you must give your ear and listen. Many of the people, they don't listen. They simply hear only, and then they don't listen. And when you don't really listen attentively, you will actually miss the hot button. So it is very important to let your listen, not hear. You must really listen. Then once you get the hot button, and then of course you can already do the closing. Closing, that means you get the person to sign up the form, and then straight away you do the checklist. You give him the products, you get him to sign up the form, and then you can even talk about opportunity to him. So normally, what are the questions that you initiate? You must initiate questions on lifestyle. What are their needs and what are their wants? So there are a lot of open-ended questions, but what we have done is we have just given you a few here. So if you see a person, when you're talking to him, he's like not decided. He doesn't know what his future is going to be. He's not really sure and all that. You can ask him a question. Where do you see yourself in 3 to 5 years from now? That means that is a question, how the person's life is going to be in the next 3 to 5 years. So that means you give him a very thought-provoking question. So he may answer you, oh, okay, 3 to 5 years time, I see myself buying a house, I see myself buying a car, and all those things, something like that. Or maybe I would be looking for, I want to earn an extra 5,000 because why? My children will be going to university and all that. I will need more money, so I will have to look for another 5 to 10,000 ringgit extra. Then you know this person, one of the needs of this person is money. So what you do later during the presentation, you when you share the 3C, then you know he is interested in cash, and you straight away can tell him that Shaklee offers a lot of cash if they want to do the business, or if he does the business. And then sometimes you can also ask questions like, would you love to travel around the world for free? Because there are a lot of people like me, crazy, want to travel the world for world. Because during my working days also, I will always look for opportunity to travel around the world. Not by paying by myself, but through the service. I will do things that will help my director general make decision to send me overseas, like that. So when I came to Shaklee, and I knew that there is free travel there, then I really started working for free travel, and very quickly I and my wife in 2006 we went to San Francisco. So that was one of our first travel to overseas, and that travel actually made a big difference in our life. Because why? After reaching San Francisco and seeing the Shaklee, this one, we actually on the way back we decided that we will take Shaklee as our lifetime career. So you see, a lot of things can change in your life. So if people who are interested in travel, you can tell Shaklee offers free travel, and you can show some photographs of free travel and all that, and that may also be a hot button for some people. And then sometimes you may meet very rich people who don't need money at all. So what do you tell these people? You tell these people, you come and do Shaklee, you can get a lot of money, you can qualify for the car program, you can also travel the world free. Because all these three they have. Because these people may have traveled the world, they may have luxury cars, many parked in their car park. They may even have a lot of money, millions of dollars in the bank. So this kind of people, you cannot go and talk to them about all that. What you can actually tell them is, actually you can help a lot of people to become like you. You can tell them, because you're rich, you're well-to-do, would you like to help people like through Shaklee to help people to be like you? Then they may come in. Like one good example is our Master Dr. Gula and her husband. Both of them actually very rich people. They earn big money from their business, but still they've come into the Shaklee business because why? Because Master Ingjin touched their life and actually told them they can actually help a lot of people. So that's how they bring in on their own nephews, cousins all into the business, because why? They cannot make them rich, but they can help them to become rich through Shaklee. So this is a thing that you must understand. If we understand all this, then we know the hot button, and then we can press the hot button for the person who needs it. And you can also ask people like people like me. I'm very interested in perpetual passive income, because why? I want to pass my income to my children. So that's very important. So a lot of people have this kind of desire, this kind of want and all that. So if you meet that kind of person through your talking, if you know they are like that, then you can also ask a question like this. So there are many, many questions, creative questions that you can ask a person to touch the hot button. But this all won't come in 1 or 2 presentation. You have to meet, you have to do many, many presentations, because why? The more people you meet, the more mind reading you will have, and it will be easier for you to ask the right question so that the person, the person's hot button can be actually found. Or through your conversation, you can find it, and then you can do an effective closing. So what to share, ladies and gentlemen? Of course, you must refer to the Shaklee SDFG presentation file. This is our presentation file. You refer to it, and then whatever is in the file, you can share. For example, the power of network marketing. You see the choices that are for work and all that, and then after that, we have the power of network marketing. That is something that you can share, because why? The power of network marketing is people, once they build the business, they will be there all the time, and then if they don't leave, they'll be there, and then they can keep on growing. It's not like other business, conventional business. You can see conventional business at the present time, a lot of people have closed down their businesses, and even in other businesses, like working for people, they have already lost their jobs. And even in the government service also, it's the same. After some time, how good you are also, they don't need you. They ask you to go back. If you're earning 10,000 ringgit, they reduce it to 5,000. So that asks you to live a life that is half of what you have been actually, from the full, they ask you to live half the life. So all these are all things that are good, but long term, you may not see the goodness in it. But network marketing, if you keep on building, of course, you can see a lot of goodness in it, because network marketing is so powerful that it can bring whatever you want in your life, like the slide here, Shaklee, the land of ants. So whatever you want in your life, you can this one. And then you can also share why the Shaklee opportunity, because it actually offers the 3C. And if somebody is worried about building the business, I got no support, I don't know anything, then you can, the teamwork is there, you can talk, and then you can also tell them they can attach to the SDFG activities, and then you can show success testimonials, and of course, you can also show your own story. Your own story means you can share your lifeline in Shaklee that you have gone through, how many years you have been there, what you have gone through, what are the things you have benefited from Shaklee, and all those things. So this kind of things all you can talk. So these are the basic things you have to talk, this one. And the most important is the opportunity. You share the opportunity, and then of course, all these things will be for you. So there are also other things that you have to share. For example, the 90 days checklist. This is one I've already actually shared with somebody. You can see a lot of marks here and all that. 90 days checklist, that is, I told you earlier, isn't it? Opportunity followed by products. So this is what you have to do. When you do the 90 days checklist, then you can actually, you can do a checklist, and then you can recommend the products that they can take. And then if they've got other related issues, you jot down here and tell them what are the extra products that you can take. So for example, like people, elderly, definitely they will have other issues like diabetes, heart problem, joint pain, cholesterol, blood pressure, this kind of thing. So you can add on other products apart from the checklist that is at the back here. You can add and then you can ask them to take. And of course, you don't share one product to product. You share in sets. You see in our checklist, there are three different, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 colors there. That means this the first set is the basic. And then, of course, you add on from the other sets. You add on from the other sets. But the first one is the very, very basic set that all of us should consume. So you recommend all the products. Let the person, whatever products they need, you recommend. Let the person decide how many products they want to take. Most of the time, if the person is serious about his health, he will take all the products that you recommend. And very rarely people will take a few products because why? They may be having issues related to money. So that's the reason people will not want to take all the products, or sometimes they may be a bit fickle-minded. They may have taken other products. The products may not have worked and all that. So they don't want to take a lot. They just want to try 1 or 2 products. And after that, they will tell you, if the products works, I will take more product. So you also don't give up hope on this kind of things, people, because why? You need to follow up with them later to ensure that whatever is in the checklist, they take. So that's one way of moving a lot of products to people. So share products in sets. Don't share one, because you have to move product, because Shaklee pays you for volume, not for selling. When your products volume is high, that's where you generate a lot of income. That's where you generate a lot of high PGUV. That's where you generate a lot of bonuses and all that. So if you encourage your leaders also to do that, then of course all of them will move a lot of products, and then what will happen is your volume will be very, very high. And you can also share product testimonials. Sharing the product testimonials, don't overshare. Must be reasonable. Don't claim things that you cannot give guarantee for. So very important. Don't tell them, you take this, your cancer will cure. You don't tell them, you take this, your diabetes will not be there anymore. You don't do that kind of selling, information, because that may not be good. Then if the person's cancer or the diabetes doesn't come down, then he will come back, and then there will be a big fight between you and them. And then most of the time, they also will want to return back the products to you. So be careful with over claiming of this one. So the other things that we need to know about this is no selling needed, just sharing. Normally, you must use your emotion. Emotion, that means you share from your heart. You don't sell hard selling. You must share from your heart. That means, how do you share from your heart? One of the best way to share from your heart is because you have used the product, you have benefited from the products, and then when you start sharing, it will be definitely from the heart. If you have not used the product, don't ever go out there to move Shaklee products without you using the product. Because why? If you have not used the products yourself, you just get the starter order and then you want to go and sell and make money, I can tell you, you will fail miserably. Because the first thing is that you must start using the product. If you're going to start the business, even you may not have a lot of money initially to use a lot of products, but most important, you must start with the family wellness. Protein, Vitali, Vita C, and B complex. Because these 4 products itself will give you a lot of goodness, benefits, and these 4 products itself will start doing a lot of talking within you, which actually will create that kind of heart, using your heart and your emotion to move a lot of products. So I mean, you don't go and sell, you actually share. That's why we say you share in sets and all that. Because if you want to sell, if you have the selling mentality, you will move one, or you sell one product also, you will be happy already. Oh, I sold one product already. And then another thing, a danger in this moving this product is encourage people to become members, recruit them to become a member in your organization. Because the more people you recruit, the more bigger will be your business. Because why? When you recruit a lot of people, they have the opportunity to go into Shaklee and see a lot of things, and then they can also attach to our system and all that. So by that way, many of them will become leaders, many will become very good consumers, and many will become very, very good doers. So that way, this one. So your main most important thing is that you must move product by making the person a recruit. Because some people, what I see, they are very happy selling the product for retail price. And recently I signed up somebody that the other person has been selling the product to that person for many months at 475 ringgit per bottle of VVX. So when I told her, you can be a member through buying, through taking one product, one VVX, you can be a member and then you can consume it for 380 ringgit. Straight away she got a shock and after overcoming the shock and she signed up with me. So very important. Hard sell is also like going and selling for retail price, which is actually, if you want to stay long in the business, if you are thinking of a lifetime career, if you don't want to lose the person to whom you move the product, then I encourage you to recruit them. It doesn't matter. You can even collect the first 35 ringgit from them to become a member. Because why? It is the only one time they will pay the 35 ringgit, and for the rest of their life. And after them, anybody takes over the business also, they don't have to pay the 35 ringgit anymore. So it is what we call in bahasa berbaloi lah. So you better get the people to, be a member, recruit them, and the more you recruit, the better lah. That's it. And of course, as I said, don't oversell and don't overclaim. Once you oversell and overclaim, of course, people will come back to you lah. They will quarrel with you and all those things lah. This kind of things happens all the while because some people, some leaders, some business builders, they go and overclaim the product. That's not actually right. The last thing is that be the product of the product and also the product of the compensation plan. So be the product of the product is, you see, for example, if you want to go and create an impact on somebody to become a recruit and then to even join the business or even to take products from you, the first thing is that you must show them that the product works. Like if I go, people know, oh, I'm 70 years old. It looks good. He looks still good at the age of 70. So when I talk to them, they believe what I say. Because I said, I'm 70, I can work the whole day, I consume the product, I feel good, and of course I won't say I feel very young lah, but I look good lah, I'll say, and then I can do the whole day work, and then not like other 70-year-old people need to take a nap in the afternoon, but I can start in the morning and I can go through until midnight without anything, and I can work with my leaders and all that. They know. That means this guy is, and they see me, they know. That is what we call believing me lah. So product of the product. So you must also the product of the compensation plan. That means you got to move volume and all those things, ladies and gentlemen. So effective sharing is a few simple things that you have to remember. That is, keep it simple and not too many jargons. And of course, what you think, you move from your heart. You must move everything from your heart. Not doing hard selling and all that. So be a pro, ladies and gentlemen. Upgrade and update yourself through the ongoing SDFG training. One of the best way I would tell you is you must plug yourself into the SDFG system, because as I said initially, as I said at the early onset of sharing this effective presentation skill training, I told you that in SDFG we have got a excellent duplication system, which is the envy of the Shaklee world. So attached to our system, and then definitely you will be one of the very good person who can build your business. And later, like me, you can also present your experiences to other young people and other would-be leaders, so that they also can learn from you and become as successful as I am and as you would be lah. So these are very important thing. So last word, make sure you attach yourself to our SDFG training. I tell you, our training is simply amazing. Only that you got to put it into practice. That's all. So ladies and gentlemen, happy sharing and happy building your lifetime career in Shaklee. I will see you all at the top. Passing on to you, Pamela.